This is Joseph Network TV, bringing to you more accurate news from all around the world. Please kindly subscribe to our channel if you are yet to do so, and if you have done so, we say thank you. Now to the news. Biafrans, IPOB agitation warns political leaders to avoid British mistake in Northern Ireland. Former governor of Imo State on Saturday warned political leaders in the country to avoid the mistake British made in Northern Ireland in handling the Biafrans and independent peoples of Biafra, IPOB agitation. He also said in a lecture titled The Leadership Question at the 2019 Public Service Lecture and Award Ceremony of the University of Ibadan Alumni Association, Imo State Chapter, said the British made avoidable mistake in Northern Ireland. They fall in the trap of believing that because they had power, weapons, soldiers, and experience that thwarted those of the insurgents, it did not matter what the people thought of them. History tells us that British couldn't defeat the Northern Ireland insurgents for more than 20 years. He therefore advised the political leaders to embrace peaceful negotiation to solve the problem of agitation. According to him, President Musa Yar'Adua heeded this advice and succeeded with the Niger Delta militant and amnesty program. Quoting him, "It is never wise to gain by battle what may be gained through bloodless negotiation." He said that there is nothing wrong with Nigeria, but the only thing wrong was with the leadership. He also blamed the tribes of the nations on the unwillingness or incapacity of its leaders to rise to the responsibility, to the challenges of personal example, which is the hallmark of true leadership. He believes that Nigeria can only develop when the leadership considers reworking the country's Article of Association to unleash the people's potential. Well, I mean, he's saying the truth. He's saying the truth. Because right now, what I'm thinking, or what we are seeing, is that Nigerian government is taking IPOB for granted. They're taking them for granted. And just like he said, they should not make that mistake. Now they have the time to dialogue. They have the time to call these people and dialogue with them so that we can remain one Nigeria, so that we can be at peace with each other. Dialogue with them, ask them what they want. At least they'll give you their own conditions. You give them your own conditions. Meet yourself at the center point, and let everybody have peace. But right now, we don't even know where Nigeria is heading. Because it's like Nigeria have a lot of problems now in their hands than the peace itself. They have the problem of Boko Haram. They have the problem of the bandit. They have the problems of kidnapping. They have the problem of all these ritualists. And they now have the problem of Niger Delta militants. And they have the problem of IPOB. And what this man is saying is, yes, you have all this power. You have military. You have all the weapons. But don't make that mistake the British make by thinking they have all these things to deal with the Ireland. And they failed, because the Ireland just surprised them and they couldn't conquer them. So, I mean, as you are planning your own, don't forget other people too will be planning their own. So as Nigerian government is busy planning their own, other people too are planning their own. But seriously, we can solve all these matters by sitting down and knowing what Group A wants and knowing what Group B wants. But on a more serious note, you cannot, because last time I heard some northern leaders are saying that they can never vote for a Igbo presidency. I mean, for such things to be even coming out from them, it shows that Nigeria is in a great danger. Is in a great danger. Because if one faction is saying that they can never vote for one faction to be able to rule them, then definitely there are dangers. There is danger already. And if it's not addressed properly, it can generate into another thing. It can go into what everybody don't like. We have tasted war before, and we know the consequences that it is not good at all. So nobody wants that. If you say you don't want these people to rule or to get to the presidency, and these people are saying, okay, we are tired of being at the back. We want to also be at the front. Then I think they should be able to sit down, together and talk this thing over with. Because seriously, IPOB is not going anywhere. And Biafrans, the more they try to subdue them, the more they're getting more louder. So what this particular man is saying is just warning our political leaders. They should just avoid that particular mistake that British people made then, thinking they have all this manpower, they have all the system, all the technology to deal with the Ireland people. But unfortunately, those people surprised them. Those people went ahead of them and surprised them. So, for me, I think this matter, they can still resolve this matter. It is not too late. Instead of just dragging this thing up and down, just bring them together. That is why you are the government. Bring these people to a round table and discuss about this particular thing. Discuss about it. And for once, let Nigerians know where we are going from here. Because seriously, all in the whole of Nigeria, nothing is working. Nothing is working. You can't even give little kids good education in a public school. Nothing is working. We have a government that don't even know how to create new jobs. All they do is just promise upon promise upon promise. And these people said, you know what? We can do better on our own. So just allow us be. Allow us go. And you're still holding them. You say they can't go. They can't go and they can't rule. You can't eat your cake and have it at the same time. It's impossible. It's impossible. Our cultures are different. So let's learn how to come together, live together in peace and harmony. Yeah, it is true. The British people merge us together. I mean, the merger is good for us Because when you bring this brain and bring that brain together, you make a meaningful thing out of it. Look at America today. The people that makes up America, they come from every nation of the world. And that is why presently you can't even beat them. Up till now, they are still the greatest in the world right now. No country can mess with them. Just because of that. Because they combine people's brain together all over the world and use it to develop their place. That is a country that have foresight. That is a country that knows where they are going and what they want. But Nigeria, just simple thing that will just sit at the right round table to dialogue. We can't even do it. This one is saying that I won't agree. That one is saying I won't agree. Then who will agree? Who is going to agree? So that is what this man is saying. That is my own take about it, what this man is saying right now. What is your own take about it? Let us know your comments in the comment box. And please don't forget to subscribe to our channel if you're yet to do so. And if you have done so, we say thank you. Bye.